This is Deborah Atkinson, and you're listening to the Voice for Fitness Professionals podcast, where I share programming, marketing, and promotion strategies that are easy, enjoyable, even fun, so you can create a business and a life that you love. This post is the annual countdown of the best fitness podcasts of 2018 from fitnessmarketingmastery.com. They are the most downloaded, the most listened to, and the most commented on from the last 12 months. This episode is fun for me. So as you listen, hopefully you will realize there are a couple podcasts that you might want to go back to, listen to again, and or catch up on if you're missing them. The list from the links here, Fitness Marketing Mastery, where you can get access to the show notes and resources mentioned in the show, are included here at Fitness Marketing Mastery /best of 2018. You can also subscribe to the podcast in iTunes to hear them all conveniently every week right from your iPhone. So without further ado, we're going to jump in David Letterman style. But what I want you to know is at the end of the list, once we get to number one, I'm going to also give you a preview of what's coming up in 2019 and what you can expect from our podcast. So number 10, I actually cheated a little bit because at the end of 2017, we had such a phenomenally great episode and a topic that has come up again and again in the 12 months since for me personally and our business at flipping50.com, as well as among all of the medical fitness professionals that I'm networking in so much more in this past year and will be again. Something very exciting is happening in 2019. But that would be one podcast released December of 2017 titled Using Lab Tests and Nutrition Coaching to Grow Your Business. And basically, it was a discussion of the 411 with my friend Reed Davis, who was way ahead of his time and is one of the first, if not the absolute first, trainer who actually brought lab testing into his business. Then he brought it to you, to personal trainers and health coaches, to teach them how to know what lab tests to order when, where to order those lab tests, how to interpret those lab tests for clients and for the exercise prescription and the lifestyle habits you're going to coach them on. So that's a do not miss, and that link will be in the show notes, just like all the rest of the other 9 I'm going to bring up. So moving on, number 9 of the most popular podcasts of 2018 was Planning Content That Fills Your Fitness Programs, and that was released in January, the end of January of 2018. For the purpose of actually setting you up and making sure that you are planning your content according to the launches and the programs that you know if you've sat down and reviewed your annual planning. More on that in an upcoming podcast we're going to mention, so that you've got your blog content, your articles, even you've forethought through what's going to be in your emails as you reach out to people and you get that copy done and taken care of. So it's how do you plan that content and what you're going to release when, so that you're not staring at a blank calendar, but you're staring at, oh yeah, this blog, this is what we need to link to in this email. We need to create potentially something else in order to help our launch and drive people to a program. You've got it all laid out. There may be some work to do, but it feels so good when you have that content planned. And all you have to do is go into action. Number 8 on the best fitness business podcasts of 2018 was 5 quick ways to buff your fitness brand. So many of us struggle with first of all, what is a brand? We talk about it a lot. You hear that term, but a lot of us don't actually know what it is. And it's not the logo, getting the logo and then saying, I'm done. Now I've got my colors and I'm going to use those. But it has to do more with how people talk about you in the locker room when you're not around. That's really your brand. You may have a goal for your brand in a way that you see yourself sitting or being positioned in your market, meaning if you're online and doing business digitally, or you're in a brick and mortar building, or deliver your program to people. You go to their homes or they come to yours. No matter what you are, you may feel like your position should be at the high end. You are the, say, Nordstroms of shoe shopping. You're not the Payless of shoe shopping. Maybe you want to be somewhere in the middle, and maybe you do want to serve a lot of people for a very low price. And all of those are justified business models, but you do want to know it. And your brand colors and your fonts and your images and every way and every place you portray yourself are really what we're talking about. So 5 quick ways to buff your fitness brand will help you both identify what is a brand. How do you want to be portrayed? And are you? As well as help you navigate getting there. Number 7 in our countdown is 7 professional secrets of personal training. This was a fun roundup podcast that I did, rounding up 7 fitness professionals from all different walks. So we're actually talking 2 in this one roundup episode, which was the most popular. And it was a preview of 7 individual then interviews that I did with each of those professionals. So we did an actual full-length 20 to 30 minute episode with each one of them, but the roundup was the most popular of all of them. And it came with a free workbook. So you can actually download the workbook, take the juicy points and tips and quotes from each of those people that I interviewed and use it to decide, do you want to go into a deeper dive and actually connect with each and every one of them, or which ones are more pertinent to you. So you can find that one and link to it from sorry about that. You can find that one and the link to it from May 29th of 2018. Number 6 is how to get more personal training clients. And who doesn't want to do that? So without a lot of content or input from me here, I'm going to just point you directly to that one. If you are right now needing to grow your business, you need to get a certain level of comfort so that maybe you can begin to do something else to give you some more freedom. That's the one you want to go listen to get them and get them now. Number 5 is 2 American Council on Exercise Fitness professionals were interviewed. So if you have any interest in working for an agency, a conference, somebody that's doing something bigger to actually help fitness professionals and not necessarily to help you grow with personal training clients alone, but you have some interest in working for, say, the American Council on Exercise, or even want to take what they're sharing and look at working for the National Strength and Conditioning Association, to getting more involved in agencies or organizations like MedFit Network. All of the information within that will tell you a little bit about the path for education and experience that both of them had as they sought their position or found it in one of their cases. So that one's been an extremely popular one, and they love their job. So a great listen if you're looking to expand your options. Number 4 is how to choose your next fitness conference. This was a super fun episode for me to record, talking to Tony Berlant, who actually does work for the MedFit Network that I just referenced. And he is really the behind the scenes guy who's in charge of so much. And, if you're not involved or not aware, most likely you are working with somebody who's got a medical fitness problem and you've got to work around it. It's a great resource for live conferences, for online content that will help you to grow your knowledge and your experience from the comfort of your own home with online webinars, and also provides a directory so that if consumers are looking for you or doctors and other agencies are looking to give references to clients or their patients, you can be found so much easier if you're on that network and you qualify. So, a great episode to listen to. And we talked about all kinds of conferences and what goes into actually screening those who are there presenting. And so the quality is super high, and you'll learn a lot about behind the scenes for putting on conferences. Number 3, as we get closer to the top, is 4 ways to get more fitness clients faster. So very similar, right? This is obviously a hot topic. We're all wanting more fitness clients if we're not full already. So this is a kind of a piggyback off of the other one. Definitely not doubling up on the content or repeating myself, but it's very new. So go and listen to that one if you're looking for getting clients faster. Just right now, you need to pay the light bill, the heat, get yourself full, and really get a little bit more comfort. Number 2 is annual planning steps for your personal training business. This was almost just less than 2 weeks ago as I'm recording this now. And you can see why it's so important. If you're not there, you don't have a plan, will fitness grow? Yep, it's going to grow. But if you're going at it in a calculated way, you're going to grow so much better. And you're going to grow in the same direction as you want to grow, not necessarily be pulled off of your mark. So planning gives you freedom. Don't be confused with the fact that it backs you against the corner and that if you commit to certain things, you don't have flexibility. The plan and the structure actually are what do give you the freedom. You have things done, you have things in place, you can delegate if you've got that luxury, and if you don't now, you will. So keep that in mind. Number 1 is the best way to a lucrative fitness career is what? I give you some insights to a mindset shift that will help you grow your fitness career to a level of revenue that feels far more comfortable, to really identify if you're committed to doing it or not. And even that, if the answer is no, you can save yourself a lot of wasted time, money, and energy, and declare that it is what it is, something that potentially you do as a hobby and love it. But if you're here to really create a career with revenue, you're going to need a mind shift that allows you to do that and commit to the things that a lot of other people won't want to do. And just a hint, this is Christmas morning, 2018, as I record this. It's not something that was left on my to-do list and I have to do it. It's something I actually love doing. So pulling this together in this roundup and seeing what was your vote, what were the most popular things from 2018, for me is fun. And yes, it's a business, but it's how I've created a life and a business I love. So there you have it, the best fitness business podcast of 2018. What's coming up in 2019? We're doing a book club. Every month, we'll review a new book, and not necessarily a new book, but new for the show, a new one that we haven't talked about yet, and we may use some old books, but essentially we'll give you the cliff notes on it. So you can either decide it's a must read, or we'll save you the time and give you the highlights and the takeaways. My co-host for book reviews has been an operating manager and owner in sometimes up to 6 fitness centers every day. 7 days a week, many times, running meetings, interviewing, hiring, designing facilities, and making fitness businesses profitable for over 40 years. And there are not a lot of people who can say that. You'll hear both our sides of the books and how you can use them for your own benefit no matter what role you have in your business success. I'm also going to dive into more content surrounding how to help your adults over 50 and grow your business in doing so. I'll be talking about hormones, lab testing for DNA, micronutrients, as well as hormones, and how you can be a part of the future of fitness and health coaching that will change the way you personal train. And as always, I'll be sharing best practices with you about improving your marketing success so you can grow your business with social media, email marketing, new revenue streams, and simple business tricks that can leverage your knowledge and skills. 2019 is going to be bright. If you're listening to this at the end of 2018, I'll see you next year. You have an incredible opportunity to make a difference and create a life and a business you love. And I'd be honored if you join me right back here as we roll out the best fitness podcast of 2019. Fitness pros, if you have a question, leave it below the show link at fitnessmarketingmastery.com/best of 2018. And I would appreciate it if you'd leave a rating in iTunes. Check out the blog as well as other podcast episodes at fitnessmarketingmastery.com.